Hello, God bless you. It's great to be with you once again. I hope you stayed connected throughout the week. You can also follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Okwiri Kolanda, also on Twitter at Paul Okwiri, and be encouraged, be inspired. Keep watching my videos, keep sharing. By sharing, it will help transform people's lives all over the world. Today, I want to talk to you about finding courage. But first, I would wish to start by telling of an inspiring story. I want you to watch this video till the end, and by the end of this video, you will be inspired, you will be encouraged. Once upon a time, a deer wanted to give birth. A pregnant deer was in labor pain and wanted to give birth. Where she wanted to give birth inside the forest, suddenly the forest caught fire, and the cause of fire was not known. So she had to run away from this forest to look for a safe place where she could give birth to her children. And suddenly she came near the river, by the riverside. And upon reaching here, she was still looking for ways in which she could escape from here. And suddenly, when she looked on her left side, she saw a hunter who was aiming at her with an arrow. And when she was about to escape, to run away, on her right side again, she saw a hungry lion who was also ready to attack her. So she was filled with fear and anxiety, and she wondered where she was going to give birth, and she was also still in labor pain. And now she had to give birth. So so she decided to drink water from this river for a while, as she was still waiting for looking for ways in which she will escape. But inside this river also there were some crocodiles in this river. And remember, she had to give birth. On the left side there is a hunter. On the right side there is a hungry lion ready to attack her. And inside this river also there are crocodiles. So she decided. So the death was all around her. Death surrounded her from all sources, and now she had to give birth. So death was certain, and now she said to herself that if death is now certain, if death has surrounded me in this manner, now why can't I die now in dignity? So she decided to die. If it is death, she decided to die courageously. She took a lot of courage. Now she began to drink water from this river fearlessly. And by the time she started to drink water from this river, suddenly lightning and thunder appeared. And while this hunter was about to shoot an arrow on her, thunder made this hunter's hands to tremble with fear, and the hunter missed his target, and the arrow shoot a lion, this hungry lion, which was also aiming or waiting to attack this deer. Now, as this hunter started to escape, looking for ways in which he could also escape, the lion started to run after him. Now, because of the thunder and lightning, the rain also came, and the forest fire was extinguished. Now, when the deer raised her head up, she saw there's neither the forest fire, there was neither a hunter nor a hungry lion. Now she decided, now why can't I now give birth to my children? So from there now she went a few distance and found a place which she could give birth, where she gave birth to her children, to her three children. Now you see, like this deer, sometimes we may be surrounded by death, fear, anxiety all over. But what are you supposed to do? Do not become fearful. Do not allow fear or anxiety to rule over you. If this deer could have allowed fear to control her, she could have missed to give birth to her children, or she could even also lost her life. But she took courage. She gathered courage and she started to drink water from this river fearlessly, waiting. She was now ready for death. She was now ready for anything. Now, like this deer, you should become more courage. You should be more strong and courageous, no matter what you are going through. You are in where you are now for a reason. God knows why you are there. Just stay calm, just stay in peace, knowing that God knows about your situation. He saw what you went through yesterday. He sees what you are going through today. He knows what you will need tomorrow. God knows what's best for you. You just need to continue trusting in Him. Even when the storms come, He will provide a way out. Like this deer, sometimes we may feel overwhelmed. Now, we should not fear. We just need to become more strong and courageous enough to face all the life challenges with courage. According to Buddha once said that the only way we can overcome fear is to face it with a lot of courage, with courage. Now, if the deer could have allowed the anxiety or the fear to control her, she could have missed to give birth to her children. Sometimes there are so many big opportunities. Sometimes God has very big plans for us. But now we may fail to access them. We may fail to receive them because we allow fear and anxiety or depression to rule us, to control us. An optimist sees opportunities in every difficulty, while a pessimist sees difficulty in every opportunities. So, like this deer, she had an optimistic mind. While the death surrounded her from every corner, she took courage. She kept her mind positive. She had an optimistic mind, and this saved her from all trouble, and this gave her the courage and strength to continue moving. When you are surrounded by fear, when you are surrounded by too much debt, you don't need to feel overwhelmed. You don't need to get overwhelmed by all those. You just need to give all your worries to the Lord. Cast your anxiety to the Lord because He cares for you. That's what the Bible says in the book of 1 Peter chapter 2 verse 7, that cast your anxiety to the Lord because He cares for you. Now, you don't need to get stressed. You don't need to get depressed because of the storms, because of the things that comes every now and then. Do you have courage? Do you have the courage to stand strong when storms keeps on raging? It takes courage to be successful. It takes courage to be educated. It takes courage to be wise. It takes courage to be where you have never been before. When the moment you begin to allow fear to rule you, to control you, you will miss a lot. You will miss so many things, very, very big things, big opportunities which God has for you in your future. Now, sometimes you have to do like David. Sometimes you need to have a warrior mentality. Instead of having weak mentality, have warrior mentality. David said to Goliath that you come to me with all these weapons, but I come against you in the name of the Lord. And David managed to defeat Goliath. If David could have allowed fear to rule or to control him, Goliath could have defeated him. But she took courage. She had confidence in himself and took a lot of courage and defeated Goliath. So, whenever you are faced with life challenges, you don't need to become weak. Just stay strong always. Have a warrior mentality. Face all those challenges with courage and you will have your way out. If God brought you into it, He will lead you into it and He will provide a way out. God cannot put you into a situation that He will not bring you out of. When you allow the hardships to come, He knows He has the reasons. He will bring the best out of it. You just need to stay calm. You just need to stay strong always and continue hoping for the best even in the middle of perplexity. No, now just like this deer, always be optimistic. Even in the middle of the difficulty, all continue hoping for the best. Just have hope that everything will come good, that a door will be opened for you, that a way will be made, that a way will be made for you. The Bible says in the book of 1 Timothy, in the book of 2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 7, that we were not given the spirit of fear, but of power and love and of sound mind. Now, God wants us to be courageous. God wants us to be strong. He commanded Joshua. He told Joshua that now that my servant Moses has died. Now, in the book of Joshua chapter 1, God said to Moses, God said to Joshua that my servant Moses has died now. You have to cross to River Jordan into the land that I promised to give them. I will give you every place where you will set your foot on, as I promised Moses. And in verse 6 and 7, God encouraged Joshua to be strong and courageous. And why did God told Joshua to be strong and courageous? This is the reason, because the journey ahead of him was not going to be easy. He was going to face some obstacles, to defeat some great giants, to encounter big obstacles on the way. They will have to fight and win, and they will have to fight their enemies. So that's why God told him, encouraged him to be strong and courageous. And again, God also encouraged him that as I was with my servant Moses, so I will be with you. I will be with you wherever you go. Let us also see what David said to Solomon. David said to Solomon in the book of 1 Chronicles chapter 28 verse 20 that be strong and courageous and do the work. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord my God is with you. He will not fail you or forsake you until all the work of the service of the temple of the Lord is finished. That is the advice David gave to Solomon, to be strong and courageous and to continue doing the work until the work of the temple will be finished. Just as David advised Solomon, so I also want to encourage you to be strong and courageous always and face life's challenges with courage. Finding courage needs faith. You cannot become courageous, you cannot become stronger if you only have wonderful things happening to you. The storms, the sufferings, the pain are what makes life meaningful. Overcoming them is what makes life interesting. Now you have to be strong and courageous always, as the Bible encourages us to do. David also said in Psalm chapter 31 verse 24 that be strong and let your heart take courage, all you who wait on the Lord. And as you wait on the Lord, as you wait upon the Lord, you have to take faith. You must have faith and continue be strong and be courageous. As you wait on the Lord, as you still wait upon the Lord, as you still wait for your answer to come, you just need to have faith. Do not become fearful. Just be courageous and strong enough and continue hoping for the best. As you wait, the devil will also strike you with fear, with impatience, and this will make you to lose great opportunities. This will make you to lose so many things. But the Bible encourages, as I finish, in the book of Isaiah chapter 40 verse 31, that for those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be fainted. So, when we have such encouraging Bible verses, you will not give up. You will continue moving forward. You will find courage even in the midst of the difficulties. God knows why you are there. He will provide a way out. He will make a way out as He did to the Israelites. Now, I hope you have been inspired by this video. If you are inspired by this video, kindly, if this is your first time you are watching my videos, you are visiting my channel, I will kindly request you in the name of the Lord, just hit the subscribe button at the bottom of this video. There's a subscribe button there. Just hit it, just press it, and also you can also give this video a thumb and turn on the notification. You can just hit that bell in that subscription button. There's a bell over there. You can just press it also and be notified whenever I upload a video every Sunday. And I hope by doing this, your life will be encouraged, your life will be transformed. You can also share this video to your friends